Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News and Rumors. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Brandon here, and welcome back to another juicy episode of WWE News and Rumors. So we're not going to chit-chat too much today, guys. We're going to go ahead. We have a lot of things to talk about, so let's go ahead and jump right in. So the first news story is actually going to be about Miss Sasha Banks. So Sasha Banks was not on Smackdown last night. What in the hell is going on? Who's writing this crap? So, basically, if we don't know, hopefully we know Professional Wrestling even at all. Sasha Banks is our current SmackDown Women's Champion. And yet, she was not on SmackDown. The SmackDown Women's Champion was not on SmackDown. Because what's the reason for that? Did she just want a week off? She go to the beach, she take a vacation, whatever. She had to have personal time, whatever. It's cool, right? No, it's not cool. Because apparently Sasha Banks was actually backstage last night. The reason she wasn't on SmackDown is because they didn't write anything for her. They had nothing creatively for her to do. They had no ideas for what to do. So the championship was not on the show. We are just a few weeks from one of the biggest pay-per-views of the entire year, and the champion is not on the show. Okay, what in the hell? Who is writing this? Does not have any ideas for the champion to do? Like literally anything. Just come out and wave or something, or just be involved in a secondary feud, or just have like a filler tag team match with someone or something. You couldn't do something like that? Nothing. Absolutely nothing for the SmackDown Women's Champion on SmackDown. It's a bit ridiculous, but that apparently is the reason Sasha Banks was not on SmackDown last night. Okay, the next news story. Speaking of SmackDown, let's talk about the SmackDown ratings from last night. So the SmackDown ratings last night were a little bit better because they did have some entertaining stuff going on. They held the viewers, I guess, a little bit better last night. So the average overall for SmackDown last night averaged actually over 2 million viewers. And I say over 2 million, when I say over 2 million, I mean like slightly, and like, I mean like very, very slightly over 2 million. How slightly? I mean 2.0025 million. That's what I mean. So there's zero. So it's just 2 million. It's not that much more. So 2 million viewers. It's up from the previous week, which was 1.9 million. So 1.9 million versus 2.0025 million. It's not that big of an increase, but I guess it's something. And the next news story. We have a few injured WWE superstars actually teasing their return to WWE. So they've been injured for quite a while, I think since like September. So they both didn't get injured at the same time. That's not what happened. So I'm talking about the Viking Raiders. They've been teasing that they're almost ready to come back. They put like the eye emojis on the WWE thing. I guess that's what people are taking from this. But anyway, Ivar had like a very serious neck injury and had to have neck surgery. On the other hand, Eric, he had like an arm, like I guess device or something inside of his arm, and they just got removed. It's been like needing to like be out of him for a while, but he's just been putting it off, but he finally got that. Since Ivar had to have surgery too, but yeah, apparently they're healing up quite nicely, and maybe they'll be returning here soon. I'm not too sure how long it will be. I don't know if we're talking Rumble time, or if this is just something like in a few months or something. I have no idea, but we will just have to wait and see. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so that's actually all the confirmed news stories I had to talk to you guys about today, and now I'm going to use my catchphrase. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to talk about some juicy rumors. And the first rumor is about Goldberg. So hopefully you guys catch the last news episode. I did. Hopefully you guys watch every single one like a good, dedicated Brandon Hodge supporter. Basically, I talked about how Goldberg's promo was very off. It sounded like very weird what he was saying. It's like he didn't watch the product and he was just like assuming like Drew McIntyre was a heel and just a horrible guy and just a heel and a disrespectful piece of crap or whatever. He just kind of assumed that. It's like, what are you doing assuming that? And then it came out that no, Goldberg's promo was actually 100% scripted. Drew was actually supposed to cut a promo before Goldberg even came out, but the match with him versus Keith Lee actually went too long and he wasn't able to cut the promo, and Goldberg still read the promo he was given. And apparently WWE, they were crossing their fingers. They were hoping that Goldberg had enough sense not to do the promo that he was given and just to improvise. But you know, when you're working for a big company like WWE, you just want to stick to the script. You don't want to upset anyone or anything like that. They were just hoping that he would do that, but he did not end up doing that. And he actually ended up sticking to the script he was given. He did not go off of it even a little bit, so that's why Goldberg's promo was so weird. I mean, some wrestlers will be like, okay, this isn't going to make sense. I'm going to say my own thing. If I get in trouble, I'll get in trouble. But that's not what Goldberg wanted to do. He wanted to stick to what he was given unless he was told otherwise. So that's basically why Goldberg's promo was so weird on Raw this week. Okay, the next news story. The next news story is about Carlito. So Carlito was not on the Raw Legends night. Everyone's outraged. Everyone's upset. Why is Carlito not here? We heard at first he had some travel issues. That's why he wasn't there. And it was later revealed that Carlito was actually never even booked for the show. He was not booked to be on Monday Night Raw at all. They never followed through with the deal, and someone accidentally started advertising him when they shouldn't have advertised him. And now we have another update about that, I guess. And I don't know how long this little like news story, this little rumor is going to keep going. But apparently Carlito declined the offer from WWE to appear. The reason he declined because he lives in Texas and he would have to fly all the way from Texas to Florida, and he didn't want to travel that far just for a short little cameo that wasn't going to really be much, so he didn't do that. I have no idea if it had something to do with money. It's like, well, that's not really worth going all the way over there just for that amount of money. I don't know. I would imagine it's just like, you want me to fly all the way over there in this pandemic just to kind of wave to the camera, spit an apple, and leave, and then never return again. Is that what you want? So maybe we'll see him for Rumble. Maybe they'll have something better for Rumble. Maybe they'll even sign him. I don't know. But hopefully they will do something. I really want to see Carlito back inside the WWE, and maybe the Rumble's the time. We'll just have to wait and see on that, though. All right, the next rumor. The next rumor is about a man of the name Jay White. So Jay White, if you don't know him, he was in Ring of Honor for a little bit. Recently, he's been in New Japan. He's a big name, right? He's done a lot of things. He's won championships. He is actually, I guess at this point, the leader of the Bullet Club. I know not a lot of people are really paying attention to the Bullet Club too much. Now, personally, I'm not gonna lie with you guys. I don't watch New Japan right now. I used to watch New Japan, but just recently with my new schedule, I have not had time to really watch anything other than All Elite Wrestling, AEW, and WWE. Those are my two promotions right now that I'm having time to watch. But I know other promotions are still doing wonderful things. I don't know what Ring of Honor is doing right now either. So Ring of Honor maybe still doing stuff. I don't know what they're doing during the pandemic. I haven't been keeping up with it. But basically, this Jay White guy, his contract with New Japan is coming up. Now, this is a big sign for WWE if this actually happens. There's a rumor going around that WWE have reached out to Jay White to try to sign him to a contract. But the rumor is that Jay White's kind of 50-50 if he's going to re-sign with New Japan or not. So we'll just have to wait and see. And apparently a lot of like big name wrestlers inside WWE have went to like management, whoever that may be. I don't know, like if it's just like a talent relations person or if it's like Triple H or Vince or someone. And basically said, we got to sign this guy. This guy's going to be great. He's going to be the next star in this company. You have to sign him. Now, I don't know. I would imagine Jay White would just go to NXT for a little while and then maybe get a main roster call up. Which kind of sucks when you're kind of on top of the world in another company, when you have to go to developmental for WWE. It's kind of a stupid process, and I think that deters a lot of like wrestlers from signing. Because like, I am the champion of whatever it may be. I'm the AEW World Champion. I am the New Japan whatever champion. I am the Ring of Honor champion. Why would I go to NXT? You're developmental. Like, yeah, I can speak NXT champion, but I'm not even the head of WWE when I'm the head of this other company. I think that deters a lot of people from signing, so who knows what will happen with Jay White. We will just have to wait and see. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this will be the final news story, the final rumor, the final thing I'll be talking about inside of this episode of WWE News and Rumors. So this one is about this freaking thing. Okay, Adam Pearce, the WWE producer, Adam Pearce, is facing Roman Reigns for the WWE Universal Championship at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. You heard me right. If you missed Smackdown, you would not get a clue what the hell is going on, and you're gonna be like, what in the hell are you talking about, Brandon? What are you on right now? So this is very confusing. So let me just break this down for a second. So it may not seem as weird, but it's still gonna be weird. Adam Pearce isn't just like some producer guy from Hollywood. Adam Pearce was a wrestler. So Adam Pearce is like a 5-time NWA champion. You heard me, 5 times he has won the NWA championship. He's been an indie wrestler and kind of a small promotion wrestler for a very long time. And I guess he had a choice. I mean, I'm sure he could be in All Elite Wrestling right now and maybe even be in the title shot right now or in the main event of AEW right now. But instead of choosing to continue wrestling and being like AEW champion or something, he wanted to be like, in WWE. And the way to do that is he would have to be a producer instead of a wrestler. So I guess, and I don't know if this whole storyline is just a chance to kind of get him to be a wrestler again. I don't know if he's happy or whatever the case may be. But it's weird nonetheless, because Adam Pearce is not an established wrestler inside the WWE. It's not, like, even if you grab someone from NXT and just threw them in the main event against Roman Reigns, people are still going to be like, what in the hell are you doing? He's not established on the main roster. He's not established as a main event Universal Champion caliber, star inside the WWE. He's not established yet. Could he be in the title picture if we booked it right and like built him up and everything like that? Of course he could. Like, he's a wonderful wrestler, but he hasn't been booked correctly. It's like, what the hell? So it's just going to be like a squash match. It's going to be like, you know, it's going to take like 10 seconds to beat the guy because you haven't built it up properly for people to take him seriously inside the WWE. Because a lot of WWE fans are just WWE fans. They're not fans of other promotions. They don't know outside people. So it doesn't make a lot of sense to outside fans. But it still doesn't make any sense. So, like, what now? The Royal Rumble is one of the big 4 pay-per-view. It's one of, well, it's like the top 2 pay-per-views of the year. It's the second biggest, I would say, of the entire year WWE does. And you're putting this guy that no WWE really fan knows in the title match. Like, what in the hell are you doing? Like, they're just lucky it's the Rumble and it's not like this would be main eventing. Now, I could understand them doing something like this if it was a filler pay-per-view. I don't know, like, you know, Backlash or Extreme Rules or something, some kind of filler pay-per-view, because, like, at a pay-per-view before, guys, we did have John Cena versus John Laurinaitis. That is a legitimate thing that happened in the main event of a pay-per-view in the past. But that was a filler pay-per-view. This is a Royal Rumble. So what is happening here with the rumor here? Let me just cut to the chase, because I had to update you guys on what was going on. But the rumor here is this is just kind of like a joke. It's not going to actually happen at Rumble. It's just kind of like I guess a joke to kind of set up something to be changed. And I guess, I don't know who's going to step in there. It could be Kevin Owens, it could be Daniel Bryan, it could be someone else. We don't know. But Pearce and Reigns is not happening at Rumble. I mean, that might be a match that happens like on Smackdown or something, but I don't see it happening at Rumble. The rumor is saying that's going to be changed. That's just kind of a filler kind of deal and kind of continue a story or something. I don't get where they're going with it. I don't get the payoff here, but hopefully they have some long-term storytelling in place and they know what they're doing. But yeah, it's very weird still to me, even after watching SmackDown. Like, I wasn't able to watch SmackDown Live because I was busy, so I saw their tweet first. I'm like, what in the hell is going on? I watched SmackDown and I'm like, yeah, I get it. I get how we got here, but like, before we even, like, you know, did any of this stuff on TV, like, how do you sit down in a meeting and be like, okay, who is going to face the Universal Champion, our champion of SmackDown, in one of the big shows of the year? Let's have the producer do it. Like, yeah, the producer used to be a wrestler, but it still doesn't, like, what in the hell are you doing, man? But hopefully it all makes sense in the long run. I mean, Adam Pearce, don't get me wrong, is a phenomenal wrestler, but he has not been established in WWE, so in my mind, does not make sense. So you guys have that. Is going to do it for this episode of WWE News and Rumors. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Right now on screen, I'm going to leave a link to 2 previous videos for you guys to check out, as well as a button to subscribe to this channel if you're brand new here. But thank you guys for watching this video. I am Brandon Hodge, and I will see you guys in the next video.